everyone, thatoldnerfguy here. Today, level 2 paint job. Actually, it's the second time I'm doing this paint job. I messed up the first time. Totally my fault. So, let's not talk about it and forget that. Now, for the level 2 paint job. On the level 0, there was like 0 paint, only detailing with Sharpie. On level 1, I told you about one good base coat per part. Per plastic part in a shell. Now we're gonna go a little more than that, maybe for more complicated shell, or if you want more detail in your blaster. So we're gonna go with a base coat and then a color over it, with some marking, with some masking on the blaster, so we can accentuate and enhance the pattern, sometime already existing in the shell, sometime creating one. To give you an example, here I got the same car paint. I don't know if I have the can somewhere. Yeah, this is not this one, but it's the same color. This is Toyota car paint, duplicolor, perfect match. That's what I like to use when I want a vibrant color. But as you see here, there is difference in my shade that I have for this color. I started here having a silver portion, no paint. A white portion, no paint, and then black at the end as a base coat. And then I applied a tape to have 3 coat here and like just 1 light coat over here. For all around, you can see there's already a big difference in color from the silver to the white to the black. Difference between the black and no base coat on this one, since it's a dark color plastic, is not that obvious, but at the eye you can see there is more of a purplish or burgundy tint into this one, which this one is more deep cherry red on the black portion here. But I like the metallic somewhere in between the white base coat. White will really pop your color out if you put white underneath. This will really pop the color, but I want it a little toned down, maybe a little more metallic. And since those candy color are always very clear, you can have the base coat color passing through like you see with the black here. This is a nice deep red color, and all those shades with the same can. I'm gonna go with this one. That means this aluminum color base coat plus this what's the real name of it, Barcelona red metallic. So yeah, all my parts already painted in silver. Here I'm not gonna bring them all out because you can imagine they are all silver. Just to give you an example where I'm gonna put some tape on those. Apart from the handle, the grip, which I painted the dark oak to bring back the wood, to really bring the wood grain out. Afterward, I'm going to put some tape to keep the brown and apply some maybe white or white-ish color on the wrapping around the handle. Since it's going like all the way under the middle part, I will just put tape here and keep that wooden section. That would be great. For this one, I want to keep this silver portion since it's already lined out in the shell. And I would like to keep the back here all silver. Keeping all the rear silver, I think is going to give him a nice profile. Maybe that little square where there's those fake pipe and the inside of those scratch, of course, I'm going to mask. And then apply the color. So I'm gonna have all the upper portion of the receiver, all the lower portion, and that red thing going there. For the rest, it's gonna stay silver. On this part, only the rear end. I will only paint the rear end here, mask all the rest. Those are pretty straight line, gonna be easy to follow. So that rear section is gonna be red. And here, those diamond plating or hitch mark on the bracing here or on the pipe or whatever. I'm gonna put red here, and that's about it. I don't want to put too much red on this one. So yeah, those little bar are gonna go red, and that's pretty much it. For the rest, no, it's gonna be maybe some detailing where there is screw. I might put gold in the middle. That's it. I'm not doing more than that. This is a level 2 paint job. But with the level 2 paint job, since you already put a lot of effort into masking and putting out those coat of paint, it might be a good idea if you want to use clear coat. Apply your paint coat very, very well, and then go with clear coat so your blaster is gonna last. That is gonna be the level 2 paint job. Now for the masking. You want a good tape that doesn't stick too much, because you don't want to mess the undercoat that you already put on your part. So I'm gonna start with this one here. You want to go all the way to the edge and be very gentle where you stick it. See here, I'm gonna have to cut, because this is not helping me to keep that long of a tape here. I'm gonna put another little piece here. Why is it not? It's not cut all the way through. This is not a fast process. And it's not very entertaining either. But you see, once you have marked your line, then you can go with a bigger tape over it to protect everything. But be sure to make your initial line. And I take this thing because this one got a spring mounted point, and I know I'm not going to press too much. I'm going there. I guarantee you this is going to be way better than having paint running under my tape. So basically that's the technique. Take your time for your first piece, and then you cut. What's the width of this? And then you cut yourself a bigger piece to end up to finish the gap here. Then when this piece is done, you can pretty much mask the rest. Tape it there, mask all your part, all to the bottom. Don't put tape all the way, okay? Put something around to protect it, like a bag or plastic wrapping. Don't go with tape, you're gonna mess up everything on your paint job. So I'm gonna tape everything, hopefully put the red on it, and come back to show you the result, and then explaining that small handle which is gonna have a little detailing, going back to the level 0 but bringing out that grip design. Here they are after the red is applied, and I applied the Sharpie to some very little little gold detail, just the little screw or rivet everywhere. That's it. For the rest was a simple tape job. You put your base coat silver like I did, and then you put your car paint over it. The result with this silver is pretty much outstanding. The color is vibrant, but the look is pretty much what I wanted. Yeah, for this one I just put dark walnut paint over it, like satin finish, and when it was dry I taped up the portion I didn't want to paint on, and then I give maybe 3-4 light stroke over it, so all the creases don't get that much paint in them. It gives a nice wrapping effect over it. Same thing for this one, and they pretty much have a slightly darker spot near the finger, like you would dirty it, and behind because there was slightly less paint, but it gives a nice effect. So the blaster is still a little bland. It's missing its sticker, but the problem is when you rip those sticker, if it's not going well, the laminated part with the picture cleanly come off. But the good thing is it cleanly come off, so we can save them. If you do a perfect, it's very easy to just separate them and just like peel it off, and you still have your full picture. Now we still would need to save them. Let me get myself some space here. We still need to save those to put back on the shell right here. It would help the look very, very much. So to do this, thanks to my girlfriend Arts and Crafts scrapbooking supply, this double-sided tape is magic for sticker. This is very, very thin. There's always the covering paper on one side, and only the other side is very, very sticky. Yes, and I can do it on this side. Be sure when you install it that you go over the edge, because there is a rounded corner. We're gonna have to cut it out, so be sure you let a big portion. So I'm gonna center it to be able to cut all the way around. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a nice clean sticker afterward. Be sure you press it very much down. Yeah, it's gonna hold on the table for the side, but it's gonna help installing the other one. Now you don't overlap whatsoever, and you don't leave space between your piece either. That's the tricky part, because if you overlap them, you won't be able to remove all the waxed paper. And if you leave space, it's gonna put creases in your sticker when you put it down. So this one will be pretty much done. Let's do the other one. And done. Good. I got 2 sticker. Now you take what I call clean scissor, which need to be very, very sharp, and that you only use for paper, sticker, and the easy stuff. Now you need not to cut the sticker, but you need to be very, very, very flush with the red portion. I cut it a little red here. So then good. So on. So we're going to head here to see what I'm doing. Right here, I'll make sure it's not a whole bunch of here to play with. Please, Zuru, send me some of those stickers. I want a full sheet. I'm gonna do more than one of those blaster, and I want this sticker for decoration. Please send me a full sheet or a strip of those sticker. I want it. Here, I got 2 stickers. Let's apply them. So this blaster is gonna have flavor. Kind of easy to remove if you haven't messed it up. I haven't messed it up, but still I'm having problem. Where's my knife? Sometimes this paper can be a pain to remove. And it's important not to unstick the sticker from your picture. Here I have it. And please be careful the way you install it, because once you install it, you're done. You really can't just change its place. You're gonna see. Now, this sticker. Pretty good. I'm happy with that. Let's do the other one. Like I said, I didn't overdid the detailing job on this thing. I could have done here maybe a little gold piece, but this would have implied another technique that I like to use, which is metallic wax, but it's gonna be for another day. This is really just a level 2 paint job. When we're gonna get to level 3 and more, when we're gonna start adding to the shell, adding new part, modifying the shell, we're gonna get to the steampunk or the weathered finish, and then I'm gonna apply some metallic wax to show you what it gives to a blaster. And now for this, pretty satisfying like that. It's cool. I'm pretty sure the designer of this blaster thought of something like that when he designed it. So let's assemble the shell. I don't have the priming rod. The priming rod is still drying because I put extra clear coat on it because it's gonna rub when priming it and when firing the blaster. So I'm gonna put extra clear coat and some colored detailing, a little like the handle, because there is some rope on it. I want to have the same finish, brown with white over it. So that's it. Now it's drying, that's why it's not here, but there is no point not assembling the shell. Finally, priming rod is dried. I didn't film the full assembly, but here it is. This is my level 2 paint job. So it's basically an easy job. Silver base coat, little tape job around to keep what you want to keep, silver. You add up the candy color, the car candy color over it. Choose your base coat very well. I would have had it, because if you want to check the original one, I went from this to this with the paint job. I did recover the sticker. If I would have want a red that is more like this color, I would have chosen white base coat, because this color would have been more like this red, but I wanted it to be a little more richer in color. I think I did it right. For the handle, like I said, brown spray. This is dark walnut spray, if I remember correctly, plus light coat of white on the wrapping to let transpire dark spot in the creases. Same technique I applied on the rod. I put, you see there's silver, but that is paint, that is silver paint from inside the shell, because I put lubricant on the rod so it doesn't scratch. I put 3 coats of clear on that rod so it wouldn't scratch when priming it. No, I think I did it right. I wanted to keep the look of this blaster, maybe have a more real look to it. I think I did it. I canceled the blue in it. I brought back some of the color, like in the handle. I brought out the silver. I think I did it. I'm pretty proud of it. This is kind of an easy paint job. I'm not gonna move to level 3 right now, because I want to do a little more level 2 paint job to show different styles. So we're gonna do like my Reflex 6, my sketchy Reflex 6 sketch paint job, white with black line on it. I'm doing a Vigilante, and I might maybe do this one in a more Borderland feel, like something between this one and this one. Like it's gonna look real like this one, but with outline Borderland style on it, so it's gonna be more cartoonish. Maybe I'm gonna go with gray, some kind of a flat gray instead of a silver for every part, since it's gonna be a cartoony paint job. But yeah, another level 2 paint. It's gonna be different style, because at level 2, clear coat, a good base coat, and a candy color over it with some tape job. You can expand that to a lot of different technique. And I might want to do a steampunk paint job, which imply only a brown or black base coat with metallic wax, but that's another technique. I would have used it on this one, but I wanted to keep it simple. Yeah, that's about it. Pretty proud of my Dino Striker, really. I think they go very well together. We see the resemblance. That's it for this job. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at thatoldnerfguy. Please leave a like and comment. Subscribe for more content. Comment me about what kind of paint job you want to see. Really, if I never did, I will try, and if I can do it, I will do it. Or what blaster you might like to see painted. I got a few spare here. It's gonna be good like that. So yeah, this was Dave Fatag. See you next time. Bye.